Hi guys, welcome to this video. This is the video where we update our systems. ArcoLinux, just as ArcoLinux, is a rolling system. It means you do not clean install unless you broke something, right? But the idea is just to keep rolling. And we provide you that knowledge every other month, right? In January, in March, and in April, May, there will be a release. So every other month we'll have a video, what is new, and also how to stay rolling. So this is the video, how to stay rolling. So basically, I just did a clean install with the old ISO being the recent ISO that you still can download now, 20.11, November. This is the date for today, 14th January. So it means it's like the update of November, December, and half of January is coming in, which means there's a lot of changes from ArcoLinux, from ArcoLinux, and we go over them, and we make you smarter with all the pop-ups and changes that happens, because hey, everything changes, everything gets an update. So should you on Windows, on Mac, and Android, and so on. So basically, if you're totally new, right? 2 videos to stay rolling, one video to stay rolling, and 1 video to get to know the new stuff. Update is one of our commands to update and ArcoLinux and ArcoLinux. And you see maybe that these guys are at the bottom. After this video, these guys will be at the top. That's a very important thing to remember, right? This is working from, like what I say sometimes in Photoshop or in GIMP, it's a godlike vision. You look down from the clouds to the earth, so it goes from up here till down here, and if the package exists in core, it will never ever reach ArcoLinux repo. And we had an issue with Discord at some point in time, and Discord was not functioning, but Discord is important for us, right? So we've put our repos in front of it. So when there is an issue, if there is an issue, we put the packages on our repo, and you'll get the update in. And it's not coming from core then, it's coming from us. And us is up there. It needs to be up there, right? That's an important thing already. Visually, when I see this, I say, oh, that's different. Okay. There's, of course, as usual, a script for that. 2 months and a half of updates. This was a major thing. XFCE released a new version, and all the packages and all the names were changed, and all the icons have changed. And maybe you're still struggling with Paper and Papyrus and Numix and all that. Every icon developer must change its icons. Sardi and Servant have been fixed. So that's the what's new thing. That's the other video, but I see already this bunch of data coming in, and that's it, right? For the rest, what we see, some Python things here. Python is important, versions are important. So references to a particular folder that's not there anymore, that means you need to rebuild the package. And that's all it is. And of course, we have been busy as well. This is our little world. Well, one more. And that's all ArcoLinux. In percentages, it doesn't mean a lot. It means 5% max, right? And all the rest is ArcoLinux and AOR. And AOR is Arch User Repository, and that means it's actually not from ArcoLinux. AOR means it's coming from GitHubs, from Debian, from Red Hat, from SUSE. It doesn't really matter where it's coming from, but it's rebuilt, repackaged with a package build. That's what the name is, and it's a kind of recipe. So it gets created. You might hear some noise. It's actually quite funny. So I thought, well, should I stop the video now? It's crazy guy. He delivers food, right? Corona times at home, but he makes this noise. It's ugh. Told him already, if he passes our house, no noise. I'm working. You'll probably hear him shortly. So what's important for the rest? The Linux in here somewhere might be a new Linux kernel, obviously, right? In ArcoLinux, it's not so rare that we have two kernel updates a week, right? So we're jumping from 5.9 to I think 5.10.6 or something. Let's see what it should be. Linux, so it's alphabetically, thank God. Here it is, 5.10.7 is already. Not just today, we have got a new version in. And now you reboot, that's the thing. See a kernel come in, reboot. And if you have also NVIDIA installed, make sure they both come in. Linux and NVIDIA should come in because they're a pair, they should stick together. If you update one and not the other, you get a Lithium Lithium failed to start, something like that. Basically, it's not Lithium, it's the updates that are missing, that are not matched. We've made a lot of videos, but that's actually more for the what's new video. Lots of videos about NVIDIA. Maybe now you hear already the sound in the back. Crazy guy, but he earns this money, right? It's in Corona times, people can't leave the house. They get delivered at the front door. Listen. That's the annoying sound. That very last bit. Now he stopped making noises. Passes my house. Go on, move. Now, when he is Pac-Man, not the guy outdoors. These are important things. Keys, key rings, integrity check. If you get past all that, hey, right? A little bit sweat, then you're fine. Yeah, the file conflicts as well. And off we go. We're past the hurdle, right? It's going to upgrade everything and you just keep on reading. I prefer you do it this way. I'm not showing it with PAMAC because PAMAC is down here, is all red, is a please update, right? But here you read. By this time the wallpaper has changed, so the standard wallpaper is this one. So poof, changed magically. But all this thing is coming from ArcoLinux. We put files on your computer system in a certain folder, etc scal. And every system out there in Linux does the same thing. Oh my God. Yeah. Tuner is upgraded and so on. Everything gets changed. The XFCE thing, right? But take a look at etc scal. And in there is our configs, our new things, our new configs. Can be anything, right? Anything in the etc scal. Can be bash or c is there. The .config folders are there. .local is there. It's a bunch of things. And we burn an ISO, and then somebody, the user, installs the operating system. Everything from etc scal is being moved to the future new user. So that's how you get the new stuff in. So we've made a command, scal is going to make a backup of the current .config and then move everything from etc scal, and not move, copy everything from etc scal to yours, your home directory. And then you have all the new data in, basically. But your old data will be overwritten, hence the backup. So it's there. This is the new kernel being built, 5.10.7. We've changed so many things. I see a lot of things that I've changed over the future, but hey, what's new? Other video. So we do what we say and we say what we do, meaning I saw a kernel, boom, boot up. Well, shut down, boot up. Sudo reboot is the longer version than SR. So we love our aliases, so type in the word alias in the terminal. See the list we've got. Bye message. So we have an up-to-date system. True. I don't know. let's have a look. Control T, 5.10.7. Let's try another update. This is ArcoLinux, this is ArcoLinux. The list is not at the top. Okay, we should put it on the top. We'll have a script for that. Up all. This is everything else, meaning if you do a yay and then something, right? Yay icon, and you install something from, go all the way up from the AOR 110, 111, then those guys will be updated. That's the build, the package building that I told about, a recipe. It's not really a package yet, it's just a recipe yet, and you need to build it yourself, so that takes longer, but it's fun, of course. The fun stuff is on the AOR. Okay, next step, everything up to date. We did not do a scale. If you want to learn, right, alias, that's one thing, but if you want to learn what changed, that's also an interesting thing, is backup scale. So what is the alias backup scale? Well, ask him, what is the alias backup scale? Okay, so he's going to copy paste etc scale to scale backup. That's another way to first look, before the update, make this before the update, so this is too late, but before the update, run the backup scale. And then you have two files before the update, after the update, and you can compare between both. But now we have a folder that's there waiting for you. Control H, hidden folders. If you forget the shortcut, it's here. Control H. So we have now one. So tomorrow, next week, I'll do a backup scale again, and you have two folders. And what do we do with two folders? We select them and we compare them, and you see the difference between updates in the 14th of January and the updates coming in the 1st of February, and voila, you just compare. Backup scale, not mentioned very often in videos, so I thought I'll mention it here. What happens if you press scale? This happens. Let's first analyze. Alias scale is gonna copy everything from the config to the backup with a date, and then it's gonna copy everything from each scale to your home directory. This little thing here, tilde, is the home directory. So when I press scale, this happens. Config. So everything that was in here is now in here, and everything that we have is overwritten. So every package, every folder package that we provide is overwritten, and any conky that you've made and renamed, of course, so another name, for example, is not overwritten. Of course not. We don't know your name. Everything else is overwritten, so you can have the exercise like I showed you, select both of them and compare and take a look, not what's the same, you're not interested in the same, but what's different. And we can see, okay, we've made some things in here, new things, right? Lots of things that are in here. We've changed some here, and i3 some changes. Double click it. Oh, look at that. So extra lines, some there, something here. Everything that's blue here to the right. We can navigate to the blue things. These things changed. So it's learning. Our ArcoLinux, one of the goals is be a kind of free university. Of course, you can donate if you love it, but it's kind of free thing to get you going in Linux. And this is the way to learn. What changed? What codes? What things do they program? Right? Some extra line up here. Do I need it? Oh, look, they've changed. The GM run is out. It's now XFCE4 App Finder. That's how you learn. What changed? But that's actually the what is new video, right? But you can do it yourself with this. With all the tools we provide, you can easily learn a lot. All right, so scale is done, update is done, scale is done, up all is done. Next thing was this thing for the updating, right? This update thing is not the way we like to have it to be. We need ArcoLinux repo at the top. We have always, and it's interesting to point out that the .bin contains more than just fun. This is all fun. This is all fun. And if you're new, and I'm sorry guys, but I want to play Unix, right? Unix, very simple, just needs a genius to understand its simplicity. These are things we gathered from the internet, and all the credits go to the developers. But what we have as well is a stay rolling. Aha. So inside this folder, to go from 2020 to 21 January, so now is this folder. Okay, and then we can stay rolling. That's a script. And of course you read scripts. For now maybe it's Chinese, and that's okay, right? But in the future we'll get to know more and more, and you say, okay, it's just installing a package, just installing a package, and that's something new we should talk about. But it's just installing a package. And this thing is the improve pacman.conf and backup old sh, meaning your computer system works with a package manager, and they've called it pacman, right? Pacman is the package manager. If you type in pacman.conf, this is the file. Do set it to plain text, from plain text to Perl, and everything becomes more clear. Only the colored things work, and all the rest is gibberish. Not important. What we want to have is these guys at the top here. Instead of doing all the type work and all that, we have scripts. Improve pacman.conf backup old. Okay, so backup old. Well, if you want to have a look, it's a super easy script. Oh, am I opening it with something wrong? It's too long to wait, my friend. So just copy this one and move it to copy backup, call it backup, and then we're gonna copy this one over the other one. And that's it. Simple. Go away. And so ls, we have a improve pacman.conf, enter, okay, and you type update, and what do you see? ArcoLinux is at the top, and ArcoLinux guys are at the bottom. So any package that breaks on the ArcoLinux, we fix it, we put it on repo, and you won't see the breakage, you won't know the breakage, because we've fixed it on our repos. You just get an update in as usual, and that's it. So that's, I think, an improvement in the future. All right, so the stay rolling, I don't think we ran that one, so that's the last thing to run. There you go. Everything is okay except this one. ArcoLinux config all desktops. The idea is there to make a file of a package that includes all folders and files that we can use on all 21 desktops. So try to standardize and to maintain the maintainability of our packages is important for us. And one of the thing that's now in here, and that's the only thing at this point in time that's in there, is the MIME apps list. And let me do maybe a small word here. I'm typing skel. Why? I see a line. The files have been installed in skel. Nothing will be applied if you do not skel it. So the new things, the system will not look at the folder etc skel ever. By the way, if you start messing things up, etc skel contains the backup. If you type skel, you're back in business. People are on tiling window managers. It gets complicated from times. You try something out and boom, it crashes. Skel, everything is back. So I need to do a skel. Why? Just this one file. Let's navigate maybe to etc skel. So you see, what file did I get? I just got one file. So this is your hidden things. Dot, Control H. Nothing. Control H. It's all dots. And what I copied was just this one. So I took a look at the whole list, whole code, and this code is alphabetically, as you see. It's been manipulated so that we can use it on XFCE, on Plasma, well, 21 desktops at this point in time. So that's the idea, the trial, to ensure that we have one thing for everything. That would be great. And we can include more files into it if we want, if we need it. There are some candidates out there, but let's first do this. All right. I told you everything. We are so rolling and there's nothing more to do. We have update, we did an upall, it's all super. And the most important thing, that's the check I just wanted to do, is this thing is at the top. And we see a warning here, there's nothing to do. Python G object local is bigger than 2, which means I need to make a new package for this little guy. All right, so ArcoLinux repo has this version, and online we have this version. I even think we can get rid of it. We can always analyze, but that would lead too far. I'll do that on my own time. Right, guys? This is rolling. We're up and rolling, and we're enjoying ArcoLinux. Cheers.